It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It's Friday.
Woo, Bob.
Friday.
It's Friday. It's Friday. Hey,
Friday,
we got noise
December
out of
3rd, 2021.
It is.
Yep.
There you go. End of the show.
Have a nice day.
Just wanted everybody to know it was Friday. We're out
Friday.
of here.
Yay.
Works for me.
Oh, let's see what's going on this morning. Channel 3 is reporting that there was a 2.1 Richter scale earthquake reported just before 6 o'clock this morning in Piatt, Arkansas. And several folks along the bluff of the White River felt it this morning. And so if you got a little ground shaking going over in Marion County.
I didn't feel it.
No, you're not in Marion County.
Oh, no.
Or Boone.
But we're right here in Baxter, though.
Yeah, but it's that way.
Yeah.
So anyway, small earthquake around the White River this morning, and so
Tiny. Tiny.
tiny,
Earthquake.
2.1. But people felt it like, what's that shaking? Yeah, anyway. Hey, a lot of stuff going on this weekend. Tonight at 5:30 is the tree lighting.
Yep.
And then at 6 o'clock is the parade. Then we got the Christmas festival going on downtown all day tomorrow. We got the cookie walk over at the Catholic Church starting at 8 o'clock at St. Peter the Fisherman Catholic Church. Everyone's invited that. And then I want to tell people about this. The Mount Christian Academy has a Christmas open house and choir concert at 6 o'clock on the 7th, which is next Tuesday. And so the community is invited to Christmas open house and choir concert at Mount Christian Academy at 1989 Glenbrier. And Tuesday's December 7th at 6 o'clock for their open house and their Christmas concert. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of stuff going on, you know. And I passed by the square last night and passed by ASU. Of course, still daylight, didn't see the lights.
No, you're missing out.
Yeah, I'll go by tonight after the parade. We got the parade tonight at 6, the tree lighting at 5:30, and the Christmas festival downtown all day tomorrow. Cookie walk, a lot of things going on. We're enjoying
Whoa.
What?
You know
Slow
what
the
people
roll.
really missed last night? The broadcast of the city council meeting.
Yeah, we know.
I had several people sending me text message. What happened to the city council meeting?
Did city council last night?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's the first and third Thursday, you know.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we're enjoying Brewed Awakening Coffee here at the studio. You can do the same thing with 3 locations to serve you the best coffee in town. Baxter Regional Medical Center's main entrance lobby. We got Bomber Boulevard and 62 East Plaza. Of course, Bomber Boulevard get a little bit busy. It's 7:02 on my computer clock. You got mochas, lattes, frappuccinos. You can get your pumpkin spice, your French vanillas, your cinnamon rolls, your muffins, your scones, your apple and cherry turnovers. You name it,
just
they
kind
got
of flow into the flavors to the food. You can't do that. The food's its own group. You got to have a pause.
Yeah.
There's got
it.
to be.
They have cinnamon rolls
All right.
and scones.
So next time, remember that moment of silence right before the food is important. It emphasizes the best parts.
I'll make a note of that. How's that? Brewed Awakening Coffee. They've got the mochas, lattes, frappuccinos, cinnamon rolls,
See there,
muffins, scones.
Can you feel the difference?
I ain't heard turnovers but once. He said the other ones 3 times each.
They got turnovers.
There you go. Now
And by the way, they do have coffee if you're interested. But how's that?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
In fact, it's the best coffee in town. And perhaps you'd like to have some of the coffee at home. You can stop by Brewed Awakening, one of the drive-thrus, and ask them to grind up some beans for you. Half pound, 1 pound, pound and a half or more. A little bit more expensive than what you get at the grocery store, but well worth the money because it's Brewed Awakening coffee. Brewed Awakening is the very best coffee in town. And so you don't have to park at the grocery store and walk inside and wait in line to get coffee when you go through the drive-thrus at Brewed Awakening. Both in front of 62 East Plaza, in front of Anytime Fitness at 62 East Plaza or Bomber Boulevard. But keep in mind the students, faculty, and staff administration going through the line this morning at Bomber Boulevard. And it'll be clearing up around a little bit before 8 o'clock. Brewed Awakening Coffee. They've been with us for a long time. Appreciate the new owners staying on with us and supplying us with Brewed Awakening Coffee. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. And don't take my word for it. Stop by the studio here and have coffee with us sometime. We're at 1226 Commerce Drive in Mountain Home. Love to have folks stop by. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bringing the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes, 29 in the state of Arkansas to serve you with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Excuse me. You're in town, talk to Bruce, Brad, Charlotte, Chris, anyone there can help you. pre-planning, passing from a family member, loved one, whatever it may be. With all our respect, this is how they do business on a daily basis. They're very caring, loving, understanding. They get you through a very difficult time. It's not easy around the holidays, especially. And so Roller Funeral Homes, very dedicated to serve you, and they just want things to go well, and they know you're going through a rough time. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. Let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, I find it hard to comprehend that when a child is missing, it can take a very long time to find them, or consider how long it takes for laws to be passed that helps our veterans, or even allowing and turning away from a homeless veteran. Yet an invisible germ called the COVID variant can find its way into 5 states in this country since Monday and be properly identified as the new COVID variant of the month. Yes, people get ill and pass, but not just from COVID. Lord, I pray you put an end to this insanity. Heal the sick, protect those that are healthy. I pray that everyone can have a fun, happy Christmas without worrying about the COVID crisis. In my opinion, someone's making a lot of money from COVID, and it needs to stop. But Lord, I pray you heal our nation, forgive our sins, and thank you for blessing us as a people. It's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
Wait. Go ahead.
And now, dun dun dun!
Morning
The
weather. Morning weather is brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zdora, your full-time professional real estate team. Bob and Linda Zdora will tell you how it is. They won't sugarcoat anything. This is how they get the awards and the outstanding service recognition for just how they work on a daily basis. Bob and Linda Zdora, 870-405-0793. Call the Z Team today. They're ready to serve you both in Arkansas and Missouri. And the website is retiredarkansas.net. And let's take a look. I can't even talk to you. Take a look and see. Yeah, we do have a little bit of fog out there. Not bad. You can still see the river and portions of Cotter. And still a beautiful shot. I'll tell you what, look at that sunrise this morning. Another day for a chance of record temperatures today, and I think we're going to cool off by Monday. The camera's mounted in Marion County, Arkansas. You're looking into Cotter, Arkansas, across the White River. Of course, the river separates the two counties, Baxter and Marion. 62-412 Bridge, the Rainbow Bridge on the left side of the screen, Baseball Park, Railroad Museum there in picnic area is the clearing you can see just below the fog. A little bit light fog right there at the Baseball Park in the city of Cotter on the shot this morning. Beautiful sunrise this morning. Just, man, that's going to be gorgeous today. You can go to retiredarkansas.net, look at the live webcam. This is a 24/7 live webcam. At night, you can see the Cotter Bridge lit up and the park downtown all lit up, very pretty. Little camera icon, lower right-hand side of the screen. Take a still frame from the live shot, share it with family, friends, or save it on your devices or your home computer. While you're at retiredarkansas.net, check out all the listings with the Z Team, both in Arkansas and Missouri. They have all the MLS numbers there, the multiple listing service numbers for this MLS service area. From Marshall to Mountain View, Arkansas, to Mountain View, Missouri, back to Gainesville, and all points in between, the Z Team is ready to go and serve you today. Bob and Linda, of course, are your professional full-time real estate team, and they get the job done. With they just tell it how it is, honesty and just integrity. And you want the good team, get the Z Team. They're the best. Bob and Linda Zdora for all your real estate needs. Right now we have 51 degrees in Mountain Home, 64 at Harrison, 56 at Batesville. What? 38? And that's wrong. 38 in Yellville, 36 in Marshall. Maybe not. 52 at Salem, 36 at Mountain View, 52 at West Plains. Boys going back and forth.
I think it's right, though.
Really? 51 in Springfield, 38 at Poplar Bluff. Look at that. Southeast Missouri to Southwest Missouri. You'd think it'd be opposite there. St. Louis is at 40, and in contrast, Watford City, North Dakota at 25 degrees. Huh. Wow. On the radar, there's still not a lot of precip going on. We have it northern Indiana back up into Wisconsin, a little bit northern Illinois, back over into northwest Ohio to southeast Ohio, barely touching the West Virginia state line. A little bit of freezing precip in the UP of Michigan, and then we have some shower activity in the state of Texas. Other than that, not much going on. Maybe a little bit of shower activity in Montana. Zooming into Arkansas, we'll take a look at North Arkansas here and check the highways real quick. 62, 412 east and west is clear. 65 to Branson. Highway 167, 67, Little Rock, Heber Sprint, Little Rock, Batesville, Searcy. Heber's not on it, it's on Highway 25. Little Rock, Batesville, Searcy, Highway 67, 167, Newport, Pocahontas on Highway 67. Then your interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, 555, 530 in Arkansas clear at this time. And Memphis to Jackson on 40 looks like it's in good shape. We got I-155 Kennett to Dyersburg, no problems there. Southern Missouri, Poplar Bluff North on Highway 67 is clear. 160 and 60 West, Springfield and Branson, no precept going on there. I-44, 49, 35, 70, and 55 in Missouri with no issues. Along with Illinois, East St. Louis, Illinois East on I-64, I-57 south towards Cairo, no shower activity going on in that part of the state, along with Paducah, Kentucky on I-24. National radar, a lot of fog in Louisiana, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, and portions of Florida. Other than that, well, it's even in a little bit of Oklahoma and Arkansas right there. But a lot of fog on the coastline right there. Nothing in Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee. Do what?
For some reason, I'm not updating on my end.
What do you mean?
You're all right.
It's all right. Just keep going.
Oh,
there it goes.
There it goes.
Finally
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're good. 7-day forecast today, high of 75 today, 60 on Saturday. Shower activity coming through Saturday night into Sunday. Into Sunday night, we go actually to a 70% chance of thunderstorms likely, then a chance of showers. Low of 34 Sunday night, then a high of 45 of sunshine on Monday. More showers possibly on Tuesday evening. This we need to bring to your attention. The drought situation in Arkansas is getting pretty severe right now. The northern half of the state is abnormally dry. Then we have a moderate drought, which is the two other basic, almost 2/3 of the state, with the exception of this D2 severe drought right here from Texarkana back up to almost Benton and Bryant area. So we have 3 stages of the drought right now. This area right in here is the severe drought. This is the moderate drought right here, and the yellow is abnormally dry. So Arkansas desperately could use some rain right now. Missouri's not too bad. They've been getting showers. It's mainly north to south, or northeast to southeast, southeast Missouri, east central Missouri, around the St. Louis area, and all the way up into the Kirksville area with a little bit of a drought. Checking iDrive Arkansas, we have an accident on Highway 270. It's an overturned 18-wheeler reported at 5:48 this morning on Highway 167 near Sheridan. Other than that, traffic moving okay in the state of Arkansas, Texarkana, Little Rock, Fort Smith to Fayetteville, Memphis, West Memphis, and Jonesboro. Checking Mountain Home and our traffic cameras this morning. We'll take a look at Cardinal Drive, and you'll see a beautiful sunrise here as you see traffic there at the light. A little bit more traffic this morning. And you see Century 21 LeMac Real Estate right in here, and McDonald's Golden Arches there. Minimal amount of traffic there. Club Boulevard, we'll look the opposite direction going down the hill this morning. No traffic there. Well, a little bit of cars going through. Clay Maxey Chevrolet on the right-hand side of the screen there. Baxter Regional Medical Center along the mountains right over here. Beautiful sunrise in Mountain Home today. Highway 5 North Junction. This is 62B, 412B, 5 North and 201 North. The Exxon Station and Casey's right here where there's more traffic because of people going to the hospital and Baxter Lab for work this hour of the morning. And not as bad as it has been the last couple of days, but overall, not bad. Spring River at Mammoth Springs, Arkansas this morning. This is US 63 looking north. You see the Spring River on both sides of the highway going under the bridge. Highway 9 to the left right here goes downtown Mammoth Springs. Missouri state line is right here. You're looking into southern Missouri and northern Arkansas. And a beautiful day in Mammoth Springs, Arkansas this morning. And these cameras courtesy of Arkansas Department of Transportation. Checking Missouri, we have some construction areas around Springfield, Kabul on 60 at 63. And other than that, some maintenance items going on. Plan your route going to Springfield, Rolla, or St. Louis. Plan your route accordingly. Use modot.com. Norfolk Lake at 553.28. Well, Bull shows is at 653.88. Crude oil prices are down a little bit. We're at 68.34 a barrel. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed up 617 points at 34,639.79. And then don't forget about the Dream Network. My friend Marla Lucas is the CEO of the Dream Network. They help women and children in desperate situations. Go to dreamnetwork.org, hit the donate button. $5, $10, $15 or more is very helpful and very appreciative. Sarah Forrest, formerly of Channel 3 News, now running Intentional Pursuit Ministries. You can contact her at sarahforrest.com to speak at your church or civic organization. And our friend David Stroud at Web and Paper Design. Boy, I tell you what, he's really kicking it up. He's doing a great job. He's, let's see, I'll pull this down. You see some of his recent work. Of course, Bob Recktenwald sitting here. He had the XL7 sports director, Bob Recktenwald, has his XL7 sports logo. That is really cool right there. The Rusty Cup, the 9/11 monument, being designed by David. And you can go to webandpaperdesign.com. There's a contact button right here. You can call him at 404-5533, I believe. Is that right?
I have no clue. I don't have it. I'd have to look up his number.
And once again, Christmas open house. And can you pull that back up real quick? Christmas open house and choir concert starting at 6 o'clock, December 7th, Mountain Crest Academy. And that's at 1989 Glenbar. That's right across from Mountain Baptist Church, right off the bypass, just north of the bypass, across from the old Norwood moving building. All right, what y'all got?
That's it. I think we're going to talk a little bit of sports after we get the C team up next, and then we'll be talking some sports.
Sounds good. We'll be right back.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Hi, it's Bob Zdora, the Z Team at Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm, be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call, 870-405-0793, and check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
When you're out of It is now time for This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora. Of course, Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z Team for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Professional real estate team.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Full-time.
Full-time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Full-time and a half.
It's full-time. Full-time and then some. That's right. But it was kind of, Thanksgiving, there was a little break there, and, we managed to get...
You got a break?
A little. And just, everything kind of slowed down for a little bit. It's like, oh, yeah, okay, I remember this. Don't like it. When they're sitting there in the office going, come on, let's go, come on. Got to have something to do here. And we found things to do, and people called for listings, and people called for showings, and we wrote a bunch of offers over the past actually this is a 2-week show here, and it's been, things are still busy. The interest rates are still good. People I think they see the new COVID stuff and they're like, oh no, I ain't going to go through this again. And I think we're going to continue to see that type of pressure on the market here. I look at how many, we lost like 14 more homes over the past 2 weeks than we had from the last time I was on. So we're down, and that's just the way it's been going.
Really?
Listings come in, you talk to people, and sometimes they don't even make it to MLS. I mean, you talk to a client that had called you before, or one of the team members that got a client, and they, wait, that's just what we were looking for. So you put them out there, you see how things, how everybody else responds, and you can't, because the market's this fast, people think that I can get whatever I want. Well, no, because it still has to appraise. You still have to go to, there's a process for all of this. The interest rates are great, and the banks are giving away money, but they're not just giving away money. They want to make sure that their money is protected. They know that the markets can be a little frothy, and they want to make sure that if something were to happen to you, if you were to lose your job, if you were to have some sort of tragedy befall you, they want to make sure that they're going to get their money back. So the appraisers come through. They're a big part of the process. Getting inspections done. People say, well, and as long as people know and we go into the deal knowing that we're not going to do any repairs. We know that there's this or that. That's fine. But then you correct that with pricing and go from there. So that when they do the repairs and they find whatever it is that they're going to, because there's always something, whatever it is, the differences between serious stuff, deal breakers that are like, man, something's not right here. If you get a bad foundation issue, you get the big cracks up in the door corners, things like that. And you've known about it. You've lived in that house. You know that closet door doesn't close. I mean, it gets close, but it doesn't close. And so those are the kind of things that come up in the inspections, and people want to make sure that the house is sound. The cosmetic things, we talk about that all the time. You're going to make it whatever it is that you want it to be. You're going to do this because it's going to be your home, and that's fine. Other issues need to be addressed. They need to be addressed. And that's all part of what we do, renegotiating things and making sure that people understand going in that this is going to come up. When we walk through the houses and we're talking people through the process and stuff, and go, I'll see that door, and I open up all the doors and drawers and things like that that are things that are going to come up. You see that there's no ground faults in the bathroom and things like that. Well, that's been for a long time that's been code. And outlets and things that have changed where now they want the outlets on the outside of the house and in the garage. All the garage outlets have to be ground fault, right? So guy go, well, I got my refrigerator on that one. That's okay, but you got to market that it's not ground fault protected, so that somebody doesn't. But I guess there's probably the way these things go because of the federal government. Probably one guy had an incident where he plugged in his weed whacker or something and dragged the cord through a little puddle of water and had a fray on the cord and took a shock. Well, they had a ground fault that would have stopped that before he got knocked all the way to his keister. Yeah, he probably just got dropped to his knees instead of all the way down. But that's what happened. So then wait, we can have a federal study on this. We can do this and do that, and gives them some job security for them. And so now all the outlets outside have to be GFIs protected as well. Wow. Yeah. So just stuff. It's just stuff.
Just a lot of steps. And one thing I will mention, because a lot of people looking at selling their homes and stuff like that, one of the biggest things you got to know and you got to have a realtor that knows is who's buying your house, what kind of loan are they getting, because that will change what you have to do.
Oh, yes.
In order to sell that house. Yeah. I mean, some of them loans out there can be very aggravating on the seller side of all the steps they want them to go through to be able to sell that house. And that's something that you guys look at, not just this guy's offering this guy's offering this, but you also got to look at this guy's got this kind of loan, which is going to allow you to smoothly transition without a lot of headaches, where this guy that's offering a few more dollars, you're going to have some money involved because they were going to want you to do this and this and this.
That's right. And we had a great case of that earlier in the year where there was two offers came in on a house, and I told my guy, I says, this is a couple more dollars. I says, but this one here is cash. And sometimes cash can be king. and it may not be as high of an offer, but it's going to go through. We know they got the money. We're not worried about, because sometimes people don't think, they don't do it intentionally, but we've had people that have gone out and bought their furniture for the new house before they closed. Well, that cracked their credit. So now the bank won't close because their credit dropped 20 points. I mean, they just don't think. You tell people, don't buy a new car, don't buy any furniture, don't do anything. Just leave your finances exactly where they are, exactly when the bank gave you the pre-approval letter. Live the exact same lifestyle that you're living for the next 60 days. Okay. And then, I like my new Cadillac. I love your new Cadillac, but I know that they're not going to like it the day before closing, because they go back and they run your credit again. And your debt to income has now changed because you have the debt. You got a $700 payment on this car that you didn't have before. And because it's not that it doesn't affect your credit number, but it affects your ability to pay as they see it. Mm-hmm. That's really a big thing that you have to really look out for. Because you're that far along in the process.
This is the advantage of a professional real estate team.
Yeah. I mean, and this is what we do. We do this day in, day out. I mean, we're not at Walmart or some other business or anything else. This is what we do. Like I said, Linda was sitting there like, okay, let's go. People, wake up. The holiday's over. Let's go.
This is the peace of mind. I'm sorry. This is the peace of mind that we keep talking about, and knowing what you're getting into before you get into it.
And
exactly.
I'm basically going to say the same thing, because all throughout the week, we've been saying they're going to give you straight, honest answers.
Sure.
We go into the weather promo. Your professional full-time team, they're going to tell you how to, no sugarcoating, the honest truth.
Yeah, and because that's what we want. We want you to make a good, informed decision. We want you to, when you decide that you're going to buy, sell, whatever it is you're going to do, we want you to know going in what's going to be involved in this so that you're happy. I tell people, and I use it here, I don't want to be walking through Walmart and I see somebody and I got to duck and hide behind some display panel because somebody's mad at me because I didn't tell them about something. I want people to come up and say, hey, this is Bob Zdora. He sold us our house.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
But see, with your honesty and upfront approach, saying this is what you got to look at, because all the stuff that you've taught me over the last years tells me what to look for before I make the call.
Sure.
And this is why we do this program.
Exactly. And that's what this has always been, an informational program. Mm-hmm. It's a commercial for us, yes, because this is what we do, and that's how I pay for the time that we get on here. But it's always been about getting information out to people and trying to help them, like I say, make good informed decisions. Let them know how the market is doing in real time. Kind of like the magazine. Century 21 puts out a magazine. We put out every other month. There's a new magazine comes out for Century 21. Not one a year, not two a year. There's 60 that come out. Now with the market the way it is, it's been hard to get stuff in there because generally it's going into contract. But that'll all settle down. Yeah. And it's still, the branding of Century 21 just can't be overstated.
Time for numbers?
Yes, sir. This week in real estate, so this is 2 weeks worth. There were 52 new listings came on, 4 commercial properties, 14 parcels of land, 34 homes came on the market. They came on in a range from $749,000 to $35,000. Of those 34 homes, 14 are taking backups already. Average price coming on the market this week was $237,000. There were 61 sales. And that's with basically a 2-day weekend for Thanksgiving in there. When you take that into account. 5 commercial properties, 16 parcels of land, 40 homes closed. They closed from $775,000 to $7,000. Average sale price of $235,000 with 81 days on market. $9.4 million in residential real estate closed over the past 2 weeks.
$9.4 million.
16 properties expired. 24 had price changes. Still 114 pending. So things are still moving along. If you're thinking about coming on the market, give my honey a call, and let's see what we can do to help you out. Currently, we're at 162 homes on the MLS. Like I say, we're down 18 from 2 weeks ago. Year to date, there's been 1,170 homes have sold for $235 million. Average time on market is 88 days with an average sale price of $201,000. Last year to date, there had been 1,178 sales, residential sales, for $201 million. Average time on market was 137 days, and it dropped a couple more days as we get to the end of the year and things started to really pick up. Average sale price was 171. So it's still busy. People, I think they were seeing the number of homes that expired coming into the holidays. They're probably going to wait and see how things go. Get through Christmas, and we understand that. It's that time of year, but if you got to go, you got to go. I mean, and people know that, whether it's health issues, job issues, different things that come up, people that thought they were going to be able to stay here, and it just turns out that they're not, and that's fine. Life goes on, and you got to live your life. That's the bigger part of it. You have to live your life, and we can help you do that. We can help you sell your home. Don't get overwhelmed with all the stuff in there. We've got people that can help with all of that. We help with whether it's a matter of selling everything off, or because it's never going to fit into where you are. Because the house, the furniture you've got in there now was for that home. If you're thinking about an assisted living, if you're thinking of something like Sycamore Springs, where you're going to move into a rental and you're going to be living full-time there and you don't really need a lot, that's an option as well. And there's a number of places that, depending upon what level of care you need, and we may not be as forthright with our spouse or anything about how do you really feel? Oh, I'm fine, hon, I'm fine. Because we're guys, we do that.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is we want to help you make good informed decisions, and we can help you with some of the options that are out there. Thank God we're here in this Ozarks area, and that we are able to that we have options that we have. That's really a big thing. But give my honey a call. She's at 870-405-0793. The website is retiredtoarkansas.net. We've got the camera on there. You can see the lights down in Cotter.
I watched it.
Did you?
Yeah, good.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Very good.
And
Very good.
We'll go ahead and bring it up real quick.
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah. So
the fog dissipated.
there's a little fog. Yeah. Yep.
Beautiful.
It's been beautiful days, man. It's been 70 degrees. It's just spectacular. But the park is down there. It's lit up at night. And go take a drive down to Cotter Park, Cotter Springs, and see the displays that people put up.
Nice.
And it's very nice. And we got today, Friday, is the parade for Mountain Home. The Chamber of Commerce parade is going on this afternoon at
Light the tree
5-ish
at 5:30. 5:30
okay.
for Light the Tree and 6 o'clock parade.
Okay.
And then Saturday we got the big festival. And then over at St. Peter we've got the cookie
Cookie
walk.
Walk.
On Saturday.
There you go. That's
we
right.
still got
We
cookies
got
here.
over there.
I saw it. I didn't want to get a mouthful of crumbs before.
Yeah. Oh, I tell you what, we had a good time with Ellen came in and
Good.
Man,
Good. The cookie ladies are great. Cookie
and
ladies
they do
are
great work there. Appreciate them.
They do. They do. So,
wow.
But there's a lot going on.
Life goes on.
It does. It does. It does. And life goes on here. It goes on wherever it is you may be, and we can help you get there. We had some people that called, and it just isn't going to work out for them here. That's fine. So we're going to go to, okay. So Linda's already working that. She's already looking for agents. And we get back of the house stuff that we can see what awards and stuff and what levels of competence they have, as it were, within their industry there in the local area. So that makes a big help. And that's what we want to do. We just want to help people. That's all it's about. 870-405-0793. Thank you.
RetiredToArkansas.net.
Yes, sir.
Bob and Linda, of course, your full-time professional real estate agents. Phone number once again.
870-405-0793.
All right, time for a quick break. Be right back. When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because they don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk.
Good morning, it's Friday Sports, and this morning I've got with me Coach Josh Fulcher and Coach Dell Leonard, Mountain Home High School basketball program. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thanks for having us, Bob.
Appreciate you guys coming in this morning, especially after a little road trip up to Branson. That's not a bad trip to have.
Not at all. No, not for us.
Last night, you guys, well, let's wait, not talk about last night. Let's talk about what you've had to this point. I know you've both had a couple of games already, and how did they fare? Coach Fulcher, you go first.
Well, sure. We had our benefit game at Batesville early in November, and I was able to come out on top of that. And then we played Springdale Harbor at home, and Harbor's a big physical team. We battled them for I think like 3.5 quarters probably, and then they ended up pulling away from us in the end when we extended our defense out. But I thought we competed really well, and then. Tuesday night we go to Paragould at Paragould, and we lost in a double overtime game, and it was we saw a lot of really good things, and we saw a lot of things that we need to work on. Really all the things that you want to see in an early season. We got to face a lot of adversity, and so there's a lot of growth opportunities there. But and then last night we first round of our Branson, or the Battle of the Border there in Branson. We played a Mount Vernon, Missouri team, and there's 2 Arkansas teams, 2 Missouri teams, and we didn't know a whole lot about Mount Vernon going in. We knew that they were physical and well coached, and we saw our first zone of the night last night, and needless to say, I think there's a lot of room for improvement after last night's game. But and then going on tonight, both of us play Lake Hamilton, and we're going to be facing a team that's got a chance to win it all. Probably, I would say Lake Hamilton and Jonesboro are probably the 2 favorites in our classification. Then we got some really good teams right behind those 2. But
we'll come back and we'll visit about conference type stuff here in just a minute. Coach Leonard, when the Bombers go, the Lady Bombers always go with them.
We try to as much as we can. Other schools make that difficult at times because they don't do that. But non-conference, we do the best we can to stay together. But sometimes there'll be 1 or 2 games in there where we have to get our own individual games. But we certainly try to.
So how's your season been up to this point?
Well, started out, and I want to say too, and I know Coach Fulcher feels the same way, that our alumni game, benefit game was awesome seeing all those former players and everything. We started the year off like that, and actually had those former players talk to our players, and then we opened up with Batesville in the benefit game, and Batesville has a tremendous amount of tradition and success, and won a close game over there, and shot the ball extremely well, and 49% from the field, which is unheard of. And then we go into the Bentonville game, which Bentonville is a 6A powerhouse. Again, a state championship in the last 2 years and several players playing at the next level. And we lost that game by 8 points, and that was at home. And again, shot the ball 49% from the field. So I'm thinking going into, the game at Paragould that if we can keep shooting it like this, then we're going to have a lot of success. Well, we fell off the table as far as the shooting statistics go and the shooting percentage, and we didn't shoot the ball very well at Paragould. Played good defense, and we only gave up 41 points. And I believe in high school, if you're giving up in the 40s, you definitely are giving yourself a great chance to win. But we had a bad night shooting there and lost that one. And then we went to Branson, as Coach Fulcher said last night, and again did not have a great night shooting, taking good shots. And I think as a coach, you can't worry about whether or not the ball's going in right now. The bottom line is, are you getting those shots? And I think if you're getting those shots, then eventually they're going to fall. But also you're giving yourself a chance to get the offensive rebound, and other things can happen. But when you turn the ball over, you knock out both of those opportunities. Mm-hmm. So we had a little bit of that going on last night. We got good looks, but we had a little bit of out of control on offense and turned the ball over. We ended up winning the game, and I think it was 27-21, and that sounds like a top flight score, or a junior high game. But me going away from that, I'm super proud that we only gave up 21 points to a pretty good high school girls basketball team. So I think when you look at where we're at right now defensively, we're giving ourselves a chance to have success. We just have to polish the offensive side up a little bit more.
Coach Fulcher, let's talk about the makeup of your team. What are you looking at, sophomores, juniors, seniors?
We've got 3 seniors, Luke Proctor, Reed Ellison, and Dodge Harris. We've got 2 juniors. One of them's on IR, Mason Walker. He's in recovery, had an injury there. And
will he see the floor this year?
He will not. No, he tore an ACL, so he's in rehab. He's recovering. He's going to push himself, but
I talked to his mom yesterday. He's still in a lot of pain.
We miss his toughness and his energy, and he got some experience for us last year. And then we've got a bunch of sophomores. We've got 9 sophomores, and we're playing and starting some sophomores. So we got a very a young team, a very inexperienced team. But when you have that, you have a team that's going to grow a lot. Because there's such a huge jump from junior high to high school, mm-hmm. and really you can't simulate it in practice. You got to go through kind of those game reps, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to continue to grow. We're one of those teams that's going to just get better and better as the year goes, for sure.
Coach Leonard, you look like you gave me a list of your players here. You've got 1 senior.
1 senior, Annie Norcross, and I don't know in the 26, 27 years that I've been coaching that we could ask for a better person to lead a group of young ladies. She's one of the best kids, and it's genuine. I don't know. I would almost like for her to be a little bit more firm, but you talk about putting your arm around your teammates and just being a good person. I mean, I've coached a lot of good players, a lot of good people, and that's the good. Being a good person is what's most important for us and in our program, boys and girls. And man, if that's the case, if we can have success, if our success is going to be based on, do we work hard and do we care about each other, then we're going to have some success, and that starts with Annie.
And we can't shortchange your foreign exchange student. Well, she's also a senior. So.
Yeah, she's classified as a senior, and if I don't say this right, she's going to be disappointed. But she makes me roll my R's when I say her name. But it's Maria Mazzapane, and she's basketball has been really good for her. If you can imagine coming from Italy, mm-hmm. and I felt like she was just in a place where she's in this new country, in this new school, and she needed something. And I'm proud of our girls for making her feel like she's part of something. And it's just when you just watch them interact and watch a kid who started out who you hardly ever saw smile, and now you see her smiling all the time, that there's something to be said about that.
5 juniors?
Yeah. You got Emma Wilbur, you've got Lauren Waymeyer, Kate Jackson, Amelia Rucker, and Cameron Mullen. And I think that those 5 girls played last year. They all lettered. They played varsity. And they're better this year. I just feel like that they're doing a lot of good things this year, and you can tell that the experience has paid off last year. And then you don't. People say, "Oh, don't look forward." Coaches always look forward, to what next year might look like. And when you look at all the experience that those 5 are getting for all 3 years that they're going to be in high school, that's going to be a positive as well.
What about your 2 sophomores? They contribute?
Absolutely. I mean, we basically Maria doesn't have any basketball experience whatsoever, so I do have a plan to get her in a game at some point this year. But the other 8 girls all play, and Monica Chafin comes in as a sophomore. She's a solid kid. She just does what we need her to do and is a great teammate. And she's a varsity player, and that might be 3 minutes one night. That might be more than, might be 3/4 one night. You never know. It depends on matchups. It depends on the situation. And then Parker Husky is a sophomore, and I was watching film last night, and you don't really want to use people's legs too much, and you need to be cognizant of you playing 3 games in a row. And I didn't take Parker out of the game last night, and I think subconsciously that just tells you just almost have to have her out there a lot, just because she's that cog in the wheel that you need to make everything work. And so she's definitely very valuable.
A little comfort there. 7:46, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the Bomber basketball program head coaches, Fulcher and Leonard. Be right back.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
At Serendipity Bliss, we love turning your day into a once-in-a-lifetime memory by offering unique, beautiful, and specialized event and wedding rentals that can transform any atmosphere into something you will never forget. Whether it's your dream wedding, a golden anniversary, sweet 16 party, or a company event, we can make any event blissfully perfect. Serendipity Bliss carries unique specialty gifts and bridal jewelry and helps coordinate decor, table items, theme-related pieces, and more. Make your day blissfully perfect with Serendipity Bliss, located behind Car Care Mountain Home.
We're talking Mountain Home Bomber basketball. We're talking with the girls coach and the boys coach both here this morning. We appreciate y'all coming in. Let's talk a little bit about, first of all, you're playing in the Battle of the Border Classic. What is a classic?
Well, the main difference between a classic and a tournament. In a tournament, you always know who your first round opponent is,
okay.
And then based on win or loss, and then next, and then it kind of so on and so forth. What I like about a classic is they put the schedule out ahead of time, and you know exactly who you're going to play and what day and what time,
okay.
And all that. So the preparation is a little bit easier. You see a lot of in classics, you only need 4 teams. And in tournaments, depending on how many days you're wanting to play, we host a tournament at holiday time. You got to have 8 teams. And to be honest with you, it's a lot of work to host a tournament, which is the reason why we like our tournament is because it gives you like a small feel of what a district tournament or a state tournament feel would look like, where you don't have all this time to prepare. You don't really know who you're going to play. So it does take a lot of work. And you see a lot of schools and a lot of tournaments have went to classics basically because they're easier to put on, and then the commitment that you got to have from other teams. You only need 3 other teams to agree to it. So we're finding ourselves playing in this Battle of the Border Classic. You've got 2 Arkansas teams, 2 Missouri teams. We're all going to get to play each other. And then next week, the same thing at Cabot. We're in a classic.
So what will determine the winner of this classic?
Well, they do.
Is there an actual
first,
yes,
second, third? They have a big trophy there, and I'll let Dell speak about that.
It's called a 3-game round robin.
Okay.
And so basically, we start out and we're going to play Team A the first night, then Team B, then Team C, and then everybody's going to play everybody. And then they have rules as far as, obviously, if you go 3-0, you win it. But if there are 2 teams that go 2-1, then it goes to a tiebreaker. And they have a system, a tiebreaker, whether it's least amount of points given up or most points scored, and some people do it different ways. But that's
all predetermined
right.
Stuff.
It's all spelled out, and that's what we're doing these next 2 weeks. And then, of course, we have our tournament, which, as Coach spoke to, it's more of an 8-team bracket play out. It goes both ways.
Let's talk about that for a minute. When that happens is right at Christmas time, between Christmas and New Year's, is that right?
28th through the 30th this year.
And you bring teams in not just from the area, but from all over the state of Arkansas?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We try to get a little bit of both.
Well, if you place all these teams all over on the map, on the boys' side, they're all over the place. Our furthest team is Junction City. I know Coach Leonard's got an out-of-state team coming, but we have. We're fortunate enough to, first of all, we're very fortunate enough to live in a community that supports our tournament. Ultimate Auto Group is our corporate sponsor. We have hotels that are on board with, placing these teams. Like I said, it's a lot of work that our Booster Club president and vice president put into this, and it takes a big group effort to bring all these teams in, to feed all these teams, to kind of host all these teams and get them gyms. And but no, we have a wide selection of teams that come all over the state, and I mean, even things that you don't think about, but our hospitality, our parents that contribute to that, the people that work the hospitality. I know Krista Husky and to Tasha Harris on the boys' side, they're going to be. They head up a great hospitality for us this year. We have coaches that talk about that. Y'all have the best hospitality up there. So it takes a village to have that thing.
So Coach Leonard went in what is that tournament called?
It's called the Ultimate Auto Group tournament this year.
So when you have that, we talked a while ago, in the school schedule, the guys and the gals try to play the same teams.
Right.
But in this tournament, it's not that way.
Well, no, it's not. Now, we might have a common opponent the first round or something like that occasionally, because most of the time when we invite a school, we'll open it up for them to bring their boys and their girls, but a lot of them won't, so we have to have a little bit of a sporadic field on both sides, and we can't do that really. This year, we like to allow some of our local schools to come when they can. Flippin and Valley Springs and people like that, they're in the girls tournament this year, and we would like to have a local team every year, but the problem is they won't come unless they're pretty good. So but there's still a lot of good teams around here that could come, and to me it's one of the best tournaments in the state. It used to be the only show during the Christmas holidays, and everybody started piggybacking off what we were doing. So it's a little bit harder to get teams now. It used to. The waiting list was forever, and we treat people right. And as he said, the sponsorship and the people like Matt Martin at Central Heating and Cooling and Bailey Bodenhammer and our Booster Club president and vice president, they do so much to go out and get sponsors and hotels and food and all that. It's a great tournament. That might be something that we can really talk about as we get closer to that as well.
Sure, absolutely. Let's go back to what's happening tonight at Branson.
Well, we've got Lake Hamilton. Both of this classic, we both know who we're going to play. So we've had a chance to scout and watch film, and we knew what Lake Hamilton was bringing. They're very deep. They're very talented. Anytime you're talking about a team that can compete for a state championship in our classification, you're talking about one of the very best teams in the whole state.
Okay, so is Lake Hamilton in the same conference as Mountain Home?
They're not the same conference or the same classification. We're in the 5A West, and Lake Hamilton is in the 5A South.
Okay.
And they bring just a very, very talented group. They're very skilled offensively. They play hard. They're very deep. They've had some nice move-ins. They play a lot of AAU together, and a lot of these guys, they've been able to get like the best players from a lot of schools come to Lake Hamilton, because you see a lot of these guys playing together in summertime. They've all kind of came together and put this super team together. We've got some of Lakeside's best players, Pulaski Academy's best players, and they already had a outstanding core of players as it is. But
the high school portal.
Yes.
The high school portal.
Unfortunately, we don't have that here.
There is no such a thing, right?
But we're looking forward to the challenge. We get to measure ourselves against the very best, so that's going to be our opportunity tonight.
Sure. What about on the girls' side? Lake Hamilton pretty solid.
Same. I mean, if I'm an administrator or someone that works at Lake Hamilton, a coach, I'm pretty excited because their boys, and I think Coach Fulcher agrees with this. I'd say their boys and girls are both one of the top 2 or 3 teams in 5A this year. And for me and for him, that gives us a chance. It's so early in the year. We feel like we kind of got a feel of where we are. But if you really want to find out where you're at, then play against one of the best teams in the classification, and that's a great measuring stick to tell us where we are.
And we're 5A West, so tell me who's in the 5A West. We got about a minute and a half for you guys.
Greenwood, Valonia, Siloam Springs, Russellville, Alma, Van Buren, and who am I missing, Coach? I said Siloam. That's 6, and then you got us at Mountain Home, so Greenbrier would be the other one.
I was going to ask if Greenbrier was in that mix. When does your conference season start?
The 8th of January.
8th of January, okay.
Against Siloam Springs at home.
So that'll be after your big tournament. We'll see
Yes,
how
sir.
you fare there and go on from that.
We hope we're away from home for a little bit now, but the boys and the girls, I tell you one thing they do is they play hard, they play smart, they play together, and the most important thing is I think they care about each other a lot. So this community would be proud. I mean, to come watch them. They'd enjoy watching them play.
Great groups to come out and support, and I think they both represent our community very well. So
if you're out and about and going to think about going to Branson, do some Christmas shopping, want to watch some basketball, swing by the Branson gym. And what time do the girls play first, I take it?
4 o'clock, and the boys will be right after.
About 5:30ish.
Today.
Yes, sir.
And tomorrow, is it 1 o'clock, and then you're after that?
Correct.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Guys, we appreciate you coming in. I want to highlight a little bit of sports on the other side of the perspective here. The Mountain Home Bomber bowling teams both got beat last night by Batesville. The boys were led by Hunter Barr, and the girls lost, but they were led by Emmeline Stevens. And on the wrestling side, we were victorious on one game and one match, and not victorious in the other. So they split. The boys won one, lost one. The girls won one, lost one. Did you have any outstanding that we could talk about really quick?
Well, I'm giving credit to the whole team. I mean, we knew going into there we were going to have some tough matchups, and that's what we wanted to see. Kind of lets us know where we stand and where the kids are at, what we need to work on, where we need to focus on. The girls team, I'll tell you, we were shorthanded. We had about 6 of our starting lineup out. We had 5 on our starting lineup were brand new this year. So for us to step up and win one of those, and we were really close. We gave up 3 gaps, which is 18 points. You take that out of the mix, we were right there with both teams. So we were where we need to be. The boys had some tough matchups, did a great job. I'm just telling you, as a whole, we left there with a great attitude, a great mindset. We're where we need to be. We're going in the direction we need to go. Everybody did a great job. Everybody stepped up, including the new ones, and I couldn't be happier.
But you also have to be proud that the Bombers went into that meet after beating Jonesboro sizably on Tuesday night.
Yes.
Both boys and girls won. The Mountain Home swim team went to Pocahontas yesterday, and they came out victorious both on the boys and the girls side. I don't have the details on all that, but I'll post it on XL7 Sports on Facebook. As soon as I get them this morning, when I get somewhere I can check my email, I'm sure Coach Hope has sent that to me. Coaches, if you would, anytime you're out and about and would like to, send me a text message and I'll post it directly to XL7 Sports. We've got a lot of folks that are watching that, and we appreciate any input you guys can give us. We appreciate you coming in this morning. We're about to run out of time, so we'll see you next week, and we'll talk to you all Monday.
Thanks for having us.